It is 5:30 a.m. We out here. We walking in the dark, but I promise Mom and Dad it's safe.
Oh, here you go.
Aaron's got sort of a headlamp.
I got the headlamp on. There's a Taylor.
Okay. But we're walking through fields. There are other pilgrims on the trail, and there are no wild animals coming to eat us. And we're in the country, so there are no robbers coming to rob us either. And the sun will be up shortly, so no panic. Aww. Daylight.
Daylight.
Already had breakfast. We've already walked several kilometers. A little windy. But we're going through lots of towns today, so not too bad of a walk. Mini breaks. Alright, so we've been walking through Sagun, which is well known as, if you've made it here, then you've made it at least halfway, because a lot of the markers are like a little inconsistent with how far it is to Santiago. But anyways, so that's good that we made it at least halfway. We're walking through this town, and it looks a little run down and a little dirty. And when we were walking through the first half of it, we kept seeing all these grates up, like along, like it was barricading the sidewalk. And we were like, what on earth? So apparently they did their own, like, not quite the same as the running of the bulls that you think of in Pamplona, but a similar festival. And they do flips over the bulls. So they're doing it again tonight, so if we had time to stay here tonight to watch that, that'd be cool. But neither one of us will be participating, and we will be well moved on. So no fret about that. Alright, so this is what our little guidebook looks like. So this is the town where we started this morning. We walked through all these towns. This Sagun was a sketchy one that had some sort of bull something going on, and we are currently in this town. So we have 8.4 kilometers before the town that we stay in, and our book also has this nice little map that kind of shows you where we're going, so you can see how we are going to continue up through here. So the route's split, and you could choose either way, but we're going to continue up here, and that's where we're going to finish. And then they have these little maps of all the different places. So like that's a map of the little tiny town that we're going to stay in tonight. So that's kind of how we know where we're going and where we're at.
Alright, we made it to, I don't know the name of the town. It starts with a C. We're here. Taylor's over there. I think you can see her on the bench. But we're chilling. We made it to the municipal albergue. We got here super early. They opened at 1. We got in just before noon, but it turns out they only had 6 beds, and we have a room to ourselves. So we struck out at the first albergue. They were basically completely booked. They had 2 private rooms available for more money than we were wanting to spend anywhere on beds. And so we went down the street. They're renovating this municipal albergue. Normally they have 30-something beds, but they only have 6 right now. But we got 2 of the 6, so we feel very fortunate. A little supermarket right across the street. We picked up some lunch, so we just had lunch, chilling on some benches outside, enjoying the weather before we go in and shower and do our normal routine. So we're here, and we were blessed with beds, thankfully.
Alright, so we ended up getting 2 of the 6 beds that are at this albergue. Those are my tan lines from my shirt. It is not low cut as it seems. We have it as 17.6K stretch tomorrow with like no services again. So that'll be our longest stretch without anything for the rest of the time. And apparently the municipal albergue that is in the town we want to stay in tomorrow is closed. So that eliminates 76 beds. So we're hoping we get to stay there. If not, we'll have to go an extra 6 kilometers, which will make our 23-day more like 29. But we'll see what happens tomorrow.